Hey guys, Brony General here, and welcome back to another episode of Bronies. I know I left this series off as if I was gonna end it, but I was just, well, I'll be honest with you, I forgot. I forget about so much, like I got caught up with the whole thing with the hater, and it just sort of got me off track. So, let me just start this video off by saying, if I offend anyone by the fact that I'm a brony, please explain why, because I don't really see why that offends anyone. Anyway, this episode of Bronies, I'm going to be talking about, you know, why I think, why I think that I sort of got wrapped up into being one. And what I mean by that is, my thoughts on just sort of why I just sort of came to be the way I am. Not like my story of why, how I did, but just sort of why I took to it so quickly, if you know what I mean. And I think the reason why is just because it shows a lot more intelligence in just high quality TV programs than you would expect for a show made for like 6-year-old girls, I think it is. I think that's the target demographic, but again, I'm not completely sure on any of the things that I say, so just take my words with a pinch of salt. But, for being made for such a young audience, I believe that the show has just a lot more to give than what its surface would entail. Like the amount of just funny references, like there was a point in one episode where time travel was mentioned, in case where Pinkie Pie left screen for half a second, came back and was wearing a reddish life preserver, glasses, and had her hair done weirdly. Now, what does that make you think of? Somebody wearing 80s style clothing and talk of time travel. If you said Back to the Future, then you're damn right, because that's what they were referencing, quite obviously. And, obviously, if you're a 6-year-old girl, you're not going to notice that reference. So I just like just a heavy amount of referencing and just overall, just, funny little things here and there that they add in, just so if you're an adult watching with your kid or something, or I guess nowadays it is for the bronies, you can keep watching and still be kind of entertained, even if you're not the target demographic. But really, what got me wrapped in the most was the fact of just how off it is from what I'm normally like. Like before I was a brony, I would refuse to watch any show that wasn't like live action, right? Like I was at that point where I was between being a teenager and a kid, where I was just like, I'm too cool for that. I'm too cool for stupid cartoons. It's all gotta be live action. You know, just being a douchey brat like any preteen is. I'm a lot farther past that now, but then, you know, as absurd as it was when I looked into it a little and started watching it, even though like it was so out from what I normally am, I just couldn't help but watch it and very much enjoy myself. Because of the fact that while most of the shows I watch, are depressing and either depressing, terrifying, or just boring, this show it's happy, it's got a fun, it's energetic. It makes you feel good to watch rather than just like, halfway through the show. Instead you're actually feeling energetic and actually, having a good time while you watch the show, which, you know, if it was any other show, I would say I would have basically refused to watch it. And I think the reason I kept with My Little Pony is just because there's a complete group out there just like me. I'm not alone in this. So that's just why I think I got roped into being a brony, and just sort of what was appealing to me. all the bronies that are watching this video, if any, leave a comment down below if on your story on how you became a brony. Um, I'd be interested in hearing, some of you guys' stories or what you think compelled you to be who you are today. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.